underway. Fill my mouth with flow. Hold me till I scream for air breathe. And wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope all is well with you. Today I'm coming with another story time. This young lady talked about how her quote unquote friend, I put the quotes on because oftentimes we hear these stories and they like, oh, my friend did X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, that ain't your friend. I wouldn't even refer. I get what they're saying. Like at that time, you thought they were your friend, but I would make sure to correct myself. Who I thought was my best friend or who I thought was my friend set me up. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. This was the first post that she posted, talking about how she was set up and then her husband got her another one. And she said that her child was in the car. Hold on, let me see if so it says early graduation gift from my hubby. And it kind of goes fast. My friend set me up months later while me and my daughter were in the truck. That's crazy. I mean, it's wild to set someone up, period, but it's even more wild if she knew that baby was in the truck. I don't know what the setup was. I don't know what happened. This is a live reaction, so clearly the baby is gonna have a reaction as well. But I wonder what happened. Shout out to Babe for my Jeep. All right, so let's get into the video.
Hey everyone. So I wasn't expecting everyone to want a story time, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So this is the story time of how my best
Pause. I forgot the logistics, y'all. Y'all was gonna let me get started without logistics. The baby's playing with her. That she has that cactus that copies what you say, child. But anyways, please make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe to this channel, push that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video, and know that all things are alleged in my opinion. The commentary is my own and it's just my opinion. We're covered by fair use. So let's get into it now.
best friend set me up. So the first key point that I want to make is we're no longer friends. So I definitely do agree with you guys in the comments. But it's one key point I need to make before I get into the story. So basically, this was my friend for a while. Basically, she came up to me one day, basically saying, you know how she was in a financial bind or whatever, and her baby daddy cousin, he does fake wreck. She was like, he can hit you. I can get in the car with you. You know, you can get free money out of it. And then I basically won't be in a financial bind anymore. So I basically told her, like, no, I love my car. You know, that's not something I'm interested in doing right now. Okay, so let's jump into the story. So this happened on my son's birthday, which was January the 29th of 2020. I decided to have a little small party with family and friends to come over. So at 4:30, everyone was supposed to come over. The day before, she suggested that she would watch my daughter, which this is something she always does, so it wasn't out of the ordinary. She basically said, I'll watch her while you guys get everything done for the party. So she had my daughter. She was like, they'll get drop off. So 4:30 came, everyone started coming over. And she basically said they'll get drop off over there. It got close to 5. I messaged her and said, are you guys still coming? She didn't respond back then. She waited till about 5:30. She texted me and said, could you please come and get Dream? That's my daughter. She was like, I don't have anything to eat over here for her. She's crying and I don't no longer have a ride because my baby daddy took my car. So I automatically left the party with family and friends at the house. And I went over there. So as soon as I got over there, she came and brought my daughter inside the car, put her bag and everything. And she was like, I can't make it to the party. I'm not feeling good or whatever. I said, okay, that's fine. So I left. So as soon as I left her house, I wasn't even driving for 2 minutes. A car came racing out of a yard to come and hit me. I tried to turn off, but they still end up clashing into me, and then me and my daughter end up flipping over. So we flipped over in slow motion. So I blacked out. When I woke back up, I was like, "Oh, my daughter." So I got my daughter. She was fine because she was fully scrapped up. And then I'm looking for my phone because at that time we are facing down. So while I'm looking
That has to be scary. Like, you're driving down the street, you see a car barreling towards you full speed, you know your baby is in the car. That has to be one of the worst feelings in the world. Like, I couldn't even imagine. And like she said, that just shows the mother's into like not intuition but instinct, because as soon as she came to after she blacked out, her first thought was my baby. That's how it always is. I hear plenty of stories where something to happen, and the mothers, as soon as they wake up, they're like, "Where's my baby? What happened to my baby?" Like, that's their first thought. Oh, this is crazy.
looking for my phone, the person who hit me, I hear them outside of their car busting their windows or whatever. And we're still in the car. We're stuck in the car because we're flipped
What?
over or whatever. So after that, I finally found my phone, go to try to call her. Before I can call her, her baby daddy is on top of my Jeep telling me I'm about to kick the window in and drop in with y'all. So he dropped in. As soon as he dropped in, the police came. He was like, say I was in the car with you. Say I was
That is crazy. Like, where you come from? Wow. This clearly was a setup.
in the car with you. Hey everyone. So
Okay,
I wasn't
so
expecting everyone to want to.
let's go to the next one.
Okay, so let me jump right into it so I can finish this be the last video. So like I was saying, he
This
was
ain't
like,
the
say I
last
was in the
video.
car.
I
I
don't
was
think
like,
she did.
what? After that, the police was basically trying to get us out the car because on the Jeep Wrangler hood comes off. So I was trying to do that. But of course we was up to the stop sign. So it took them a while for us to get out the car. The ambulance and everything had already arrived. The other person who hit me or whatever, they were already going in the ambulance, and their car was in the process of getting towed or whatever, so they was rushing to the hospital. So after we finally got out, me and my daughter went in the ambulance or whatever, for us to get checked because blood was all over her. Blood was over me as well. Later come to find out it was actually his blood, for busting a window jumping in the car. So after that, my mom came or whatever, my mom and my sister, and my mom was like, "You set this up." Like that's what she was telling my friend or whatever. So she walked back to her house or whatever. I didn't
That mother's intuition be on point. Mothers be knowing. You see how the mom came in and was instantly on it. You set this up. She was not playing about her baby and her grandbaby, and I don't blame her. I cannot say I blame her.
didn't even say anything to her at that particular time because I was focusing on me and my daughter. So fast forward, so we got to the hospital. My daughter was crying, so my mom started looking through her bag. Mine, she rushed me over there because she said she didn't have anything to eat for my daughter. So while my mom is checking my daughter's bag, everything is in there, the milk, the food, every single thing, all the snacks I sent for her is in there. But she rushed me saying my daughter was crying because she didn't have anything to eat over there. Okay, so that's key point number one. So after that, we checked out of the ambulance. We got back home probably about 5. I didn't hear anything from her for the rest of that night. So the next day, she texted me and was like, "I'm glad you guys are okay. Why would your mom feel like I set this up? I was crying last night because I would never do anything like that." And then after that, I just
But wait, did she just say that there were snacks in the car? All the stuff that she sent over, but the chick was saying that there was nothing for the baby to eat? Let me rewind that real quick because I want to make sure I heard that right. Um, because yeah, it's giving setup. I can't even really tell where it is. Let's start from we'll say here.
in my daughter's bag, everything is in there. The
Yep.
milk, the
Hold
food
on.
over there because she said she didn't have. I was focusing on me and my daughter. So fast forward. So we got to the hospital. My daughter was crying, so my mom started looking through her bag. Mine, she rushed me over there because she said she didn't have anything to eat for my daughter. So while my mom is checking my daughter's bag, everything is in there. The milk, the food, every single thing, all the snacks I sent for
Wow.
her is in there. But
So
she
that
rushed
is
me saying my daughter was crying because she didn't have anything to eat over there. Okay, so that's key point number one. So after that, we checked out of the ambulance. We got back home probably about 5. I didn't hear anything from her for the rest of that night. So the next day she texted me and was like, I'm glad you guys are okay. Why would your mom feel like I set this up? I was
because you
crying last
did.
night because I would never do anything like that. And then after that, I just didn't text back. After that, she texted and was like, are you gonna say that he was in the wreck? Talking about
Oh
her
my
baby daddy. So I was like,
gosh.
no.
Oh my gosh. People are sick. People are sick in the head. So after all of that, you try to butter her up like, I don't know why your mom would think that. When you got left on red, you're like, so I can't gauge whether you're going to really tell them that he was in the car or not. What do you mean? Why does the mother think that you're involved? Because your baby daddy jumped into the car and said, um, say I was in the car. The fact that an accident happened when she was coming because you made a point to get her to come over at that time. Like, come on. All the things are aligning that it's you. And then you turn around and you say, so are you going to say that he was in a car? Absolutely not. Absolutely the hell not. Like, what are you? She would have been lucky if I didn't put them paws on her at that point because you don't play. My kid was in the car and you did this. Oh, no. No, no, no.
I'm not saying that he was in no wreck because he wasn't in the wreck or whatever. So after that, she ain't text back, message back, or anything like that.
I bet she didn't.
After this,
That's
I had
why
a
she
family member
running.
that was at an actual card game, and they was talking about the actual wreck, and they was actually saying that her baby daddy and the person that hit me, um, his wife was actually talking about how they set up the car accidents
Mm,
or
mm,
whatever
mm.
for all of them to get money. So of course, once I found that out, my mom was heated. I was heated. So she was like, "Let's go to her house." So we went to her house, of
Not
course,
mom ready to
to
pull up.
talk about it, fight about it.
I was gonna say, don't say talk about it, cause y'all know y'all went there to fight. Cause I sure would have. Mama was down with the shiznits. Oh my gosh, Mama said, Let's pull up." I cannot.
Ever, because this is something serious with me and my daughter. She called the police on us. So we after
Coward.
that. Okay, so let me jump right into
Hold
it so I
on.
can finish this be the last video.
How you now you scared? Now you want to call the cops after you had someone ram into me and my child so that you and your people could get a payday? Oh no. Oh no. Let's not do that.
Hey, you guys, I want to answer your questions about part 3. Wanted to start off with the comments about me saying and basically. Just to clarify that, I was saying and basically because I was a little nervous about talking about the situation. It was funny to me how it was to some others. I didn't notice until after the fact. There were also some negative comments saying I'm ignorant, annoying, and stuff like that. I just wanted to clarify that.
Those are
So
probably
definitely
some
not
people.
ignorant. I have a associate's degree. I have a bachelor's degree. Also took the LSAT for law school, passed.
That's the thing. She don't have to explain herself. For the people saying you saying and whatever else too much, you can click off. I can't stand when people have so much to say, but yet here you are watching the video. If you're so annoyed, then good riddance. There's other people you can find um to watch that won't say and whatever else that annoys you. And as far as her education status, sis, don't feel like you have to explain what you have. Let them fools be ignorant, because the ones that's calling you ignorant are the ones that's truly ignorant. How is she ignorant? Because she's telling her story of how she was set up. You could tell those are the people. I think those are the people of that girl, if not that girl herself too. They're trolling her.
Past that, so I'm headed to law school. My goals in life is to be a lawyer and a judge. Just to get that out the way. I still may say in this video. It's just a habit, and I'm working on that.
That's fine.
So next, I want to go ahead and jump into the information about the accident. The next day, I called Geico to, of course, report the accident. And surprisingly, he had already called before me. So they already knew about the accident. He had already made his statement and everything. I also called Allstate. If anyone knows about Allstate, they're a shitty company and they don't want to pay. I did do a statement with them, which I should have wait on my lawyer. But I did a statement with them. The information they provided to me is he was saying that he was not at fault. So they weren't going to pay for me and my daughter injuries. They weren't going to pay for a rental. They were not going to pay for any motherfucking thing. So I had to get a lawyer for
Wait,
that. The
wait,
next
wait.
question was,
Before we get to the next question, so not only did she set you up, but she pretty much set it up so that you would be to blame. You and your daughter would get nothing, but with her baby daddy being in your car, he can sue and, file claims, and then the other car can sue and file claims, so all of them would benefit. Oh, she's trifling, trifling.
was my Jeep total? Yes, it was total. I was very devastated about that. My man actually got me another Jeep 3 days later. This was before we got anything from the insurance because it took quite a while for that. The next question was, did she get her
That's
ass beat? Of
crazy.
course, the day we went over there and she called the police, he told us that we can no longer come over there. If we was to go back over there, we would go to jail. So of course I couldn't beat her ass at that time. 2 months later, me and my friends went at a club. We saw her there, and that's where she got her ass beat.
Yup, I
Of
would have drug
course.
her up and down that club.
Okay, so one of the questions was, did any of them get locked up? The person who actually hit me, he actually got locked up and went to jail for insurance fraud, not just for that accident, but for several others. Another question was, what happened to her baby daddy? He didn't go to jail, but my man definitely handled him, of course. The next question was, did the family member record it? She didn't get a chance to record it. She didn't realize they were talking about it until she heard Jeep Wrangler and where. Another question was, did any of them get paid? No, they did not get paid.
Good.
Me and my daughter, we did get paid, which was several months later because we had to get a lawyer. My insurance company, Geico, they had to cover the rental and the total loss of my car. And of course, they went back to get their money from Allstate. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. If you do have anything else, just let me know. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, that chick is trifling as hell. I'm glad she got her A whooped. Her boyfriend got his A whooped. And anyone else, oh, the other friend or whoever hit her got locked up. I think they all should have gotten locked up, but I get it. If there's no proof, then obviously they can't lock them up. But they're trifling. And I hope whoever's in her circle now sees this story time and distances themselves from her, because she will stop at nothing clearly to get what she wants, even by way of putting who she call her friend in harm's way, and not only her friend but her friend's daughter. And I see that she wrote it right, ex and best friend, not even just a friend. This is her, someone she calls a best friend, someone she considered a best friend, someone she trusted to even watch her daughter. Um, and she was willing to do this to her and her daughter. It's wild. You got to be careful who you surround yourself with and who you call friends, who you let in your circle. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Listen, I like chocolate girl, all shades, different flavors. She a diamond and a pearl. She a goddess with a mentor, yeah. Cinnamon swirl. She relate to what I've been through, yeah. Queen of my world.